guys, and welcome to another Vtuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia, and I don't know why I have to keep saying that last part for the intro so weirdly. Anywho, the Monster Girl we will be reading about today, I would put pretty much very high on the list if I were to make a tier list. Speaking of, once I finish this book, once I finish Volume 2, I will do the same thing as I did once I finished Volume 1, which is to make a smash or pass on Volume 2. Anyway, the Monster Girl is the Cursed Sword, and probably one of my more favorite Monster Girls in this book series. Anyway, sorry if you heard that. I actually have to do this while standing up for some reason. Yeah, there is actually a reason why I'm doing this standing up, and that is private and probably too much information for you guys if I told you. Anyway, the Cursed Sword. Family glaive. Alright. Type, magical material. Habitat, dilapidated structures such as ruins and ancient castles. Nature, violent, honest, and devoted. Diet, the essence of human men. And that's about it. Alright. Sadly, there is no additional artwork for the with a bit of text to accompany this entry, which sucks. But funny enough, there actually is very little artwork of the Cursed Sword as well, at least in the way that it depicts in this illustration over here. Over there, you know. Anyway. Cursed swords are monsters that arise from human women who are drawn to monstrous blades maliciously forged by a wicked overlord of ages past. In the old days, such blades would drive those who wielded them to madness, turning them into butchers who would slay friend and foe alike. Thankfully, the recent transformation of monsters has changed. Has changed their loathsome nature so that they no longer take lives. Now, like the realm silver weapons used by monsters, these blades would not these blades wound not bodies but mana. The injuries they cause ache with heat rather than pain, and spill internal essence rather than blood. The blade's mana then flows The mana then flows into take the place of the essence. Alright. Thus monsterizing the victim. Though the current overlord sealed the swords away in desperate locations. In consideration of their danger, the seals have weakened over time, and most of them have been unearthed by raiders. At first glance, the blades look like any other, but those who carelessly take one in hand become host. Yes, sir, I have to sit down here. Become host to a parasite that eats away at their mind and body. It induces them... Wait. Yeah, it induces them to slice others, so it can drink essence and grow ominously powerful. Initially, the holder is only affected with mild feelings of elation and aggressiveness. Little by little, however, the blade's influence grows until the wielder is driven by the urge to hew all the blade to hew all with the blade on sight. The power of the ancient overlord within the blade grants inhuman strength to whoever should wield it, meaning even a mere country girl will become a fearsome warrior when the wielder slices a human being. With the blade, the victim feels pleasure as she burns from her human shell. Bursts from her human shell into monstrosity. Sorry, my brain slightly 404'd there. Her bliss is conveyed to the aggressor as well, who is then driven to turn the blade upon humans in pursuit of further pleasure. She climaxes with every person she cuts, progressively flashing with the sword and blooming with fury. In time, she comes to see herself and the sword as one and the same. The blade's desire becomes her own. As she slays every human she sees into a monster, or slashes every human she sees into a monster, her face splattered with essence, her face splattered in essence and pleasure, is presumably transfixed with a hollow smile of ecstasy. Once the woman has become one with the sword, she can no longer control her urges. Though she attains pleasure by slicing people down, slicing instead of cutting down, I guess best not make it too violent, although it's the same thing. She still feels a sense of unfulfillment every time she does so. An even stronger urge wells within her, directing towards a man. When she sees one she likes, she sets upon him with her blade and assaults him. However, if a man she has recognized as her husband holds her in his arms or pats her head, she gives herself over to him meekly. Her usual ferocity vanishes into a trans-carnal monstrous communication, with her husband. Gives her far more pleasure than slicing through hordes. Indeed, far more than anything, he is her sheath, frequently boldly frequent bodily contact, with him fills the emptiness of her lust and quells her violent urges. Well, that's a good thing then. Her uncontrollable orgy of brutality turns into an uncontrollable display of affection. She always nuzzles close to her husband. Aww. Her every word one of love, begging for intimacy, I'll say. Her mind as a sword, too, perceives her husband as her master, equipped with a devotion that suggests that both her keen belligerence and everything else she is, all exists for his sake. She strikes down his foes with her blade and seeks his pleasure with her body. However, if long neglected, her unfulfilled needs will once more make her like a naked blade, slashing down to assault her husband. Ouch. Got it. Frequent intimacy is required. So, even so, her behavior appears less like a woman, appears less like wanton savagery, and more like the sullen pouting of a wife who needs attention. According to the sword's origin, women slashed may become succubi. Page 10 of the first Monster Girl Encyclopedia volume. Or, alternatively, extremist monsters, page 15, such as demons, page 10, or devils, page 12 of the first volume. They are likely to assist the cursed sword in monsterizing more women and furthering the encroachment of the monster realm. And that is the Cursed Sword, one of my more favorite monster girls in this book series. So, yeah. Let me know what you think. And, yeah. Can't change my mind on this chestnut. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream of whatever I'll be making or streaming. And don't forget to vote for what I'll be streaming in the weekend. You can find that voting poll in the community tab on my channel. Anywho, bye.